Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Arriagada coming to you live from beautiful Swan Lake First Nation, Manitoba. We're here at the Swan Lake Gaming Center, and we're here for the Hank 8-Ball Memorial Tournament in honor of Danny Mckinney. It is day one of a 3-day event. We're into the singles today. Tomorrow we will start the teams, and we got lots of action going your way right now as we are now progressing into the A-side semifinal. We have a matchup here on table on the left for table one. It's a showdown between Emery Cameron and Larry Hunter, and it's a race to 7 between them. Score is currently 3-1 for Emery, who's at the table. Start the time for this one. Both players in this matchup are playing really good pool right now. There's been 4 runouts. This is about to maybe be the 5th one. Can just lean into the stripes here if he wants to. Oh, and a nice little hit too. It just got clear of that 9-ball, or yeah, it's a 9-ball. He's going to be shooting over the pot or the ball a little bit, but it's not too bad. And he's got a nice angle to be able to come across here. Yeah, it's going to be the 5th run out in this match. He's going to make it. Another run out, and well, chance to be able to get going here on this rack again. It's a race to 7. He's got a 3-game lead at the moment. Winner of this match is going to have the pleasure of playing against the winner of the other table matchup, which is Errol Cameron against Terry Bolio. Score in that one at the moment is 2-1. Oh, this one looking like a tilted match at the moment, but it's only been runouts. That's the only reason why it looks like that. Larry with a chance to be able to get another game under his belt here, get a little closer in the match. Wedging him up against the stripe, taking away all options here. This will be the first rack that's not ran out. Oh, he's gonna hit it. He's gonna hit it nice too. Sorry about that. I was just trying to share the stream to the CUESPORTS live page. Did a good job in opening up the 8-ball there. Didn't really give himself much of an opportunity, I believe. Unless he's shooting solid. Oh, shooting solid. It's okay, so he's good. I thought for a second maybe he played the breakout and gave up the position on the 9 for it, but he's solids. I'm just paying attention to the game now. Try to move that 3-ball off the cushion, but he's going to push it closer to the 8-ball. That creates a problem for him. He's got a bit of a funny shot here on this 2-ball too. Can't really cut it back, and if you do, you have no cue ball control.
Is that for me?
Chow down time. Just got my grub, man. I'm assuming the score's still the same, right? Yeah, because the 3-ball still tied up to the 8-ball. Try to get that 3-ball opened up again, and he missed it. And it might be a blessing. I don't know, because if he opened it up and missed a shot, it would have been costly, right? Oh, he's going all in on the breakout. That'll work just fine. Four to two. It wasn't a run out. It definitely wasn't a pretty table, but the main job there was to make sure that he won that rack, and he did. He's usually a pretty good breaker, so I'm assuming he's going to have a nice little break here on this one coming up. If he makes a ball, he's usually the kind of player that can figure out the puzzle. It's an important rack, this one. It seems harmless, you know, because the score is 4 to 2, but if he loses this game, it's 5 to 2. Now you're in trouble because you have to win most of the games, even though your opponent's still not on the hill. You're starting to feel the pressure already. And if he wins this game, well, it's only 1 game deficit. He puts extra pressure on his opponent, Emery, to come up with a good break and try to make a difference in that rack, the next one after this one. Getting a little distracted here. All right, so we're into rack number 7 now. Oh. Gonna race to 7. You can see here, Larry made a ball. He's trying to work this one out. Found something to hesitate on, though. Not sure exactly what it is. 3, 5. So I'm assuming he's solids here. Playing shape with the 3. Cue ball's going down towards the 6 and the 1. Maybe he doesn't want to take it that way. Maybe that's what he was looking at. Oh, he accepted the roll. He went with it. Funny. I gotta focus here a little bit. Oh, the pace is gonna rob him. No, it stopped just in time, I think. We were just talking about this shot with Errol Cameron, actually. A similar shot to this. He was looking at the shot saying, well, the natural line from this should get me right below the 8 ball. And then he played the shot. And instead of going right below the 8 ball, he kind of ran into it and it pushed him into a weird bank side or bank corner option. And yeah, he wasn't impressed by it. But especially because he didn't make the shot, turned over the table for losing that rack anyway. In the end, he ended up winning the match, so it didn't matter. But at the moment when he was going through that, it was a not good feeling moment for him for sure. Especially because it's a standard shape shot, right? And there's another little run out there. So that was an important rack for him because, you know, you don't want to trail too much. You want to stay within reach. And being down by 1, that puts you right there. The fact that he ran that table out, I forgot to do this for him too. Yeah, so the fact that he ran that table out kind of saves the day for him because now it puts a little bit of extra pressure on his opponent to want to try to get back onto this table and run out too. We'll see if it happens, man. See if it happens. But one thing I know for sure is that you want to keep this game tight. And both these players are in that 600 range, although Larry's a little bit higher. I think Larry's a 700. I'll have to check. But Fargo rate, we're talking Fargo rate, not CompuSport rating or CSR. Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. So he felt like he had to reply here by, you know, running a table back so he can, you know, get his 2-game lead back. Put that extra power on that break, lost the cue ball, jumps off the table, and now there's a chance that his opponent can tie up the match. That's what you never want to do, man. I know what it feels like. You have to reply. Trust me, you don't have to. You can just play your game, make that break, you know, control that cue ball. If you make a ball, great. If you don't, just deal with whatever comes your way. But at least you have some sort of control by having the cue ball on the table. When you lose the cue ball and jumps off the table, you give your opponent a ball in hand. Though it is behind the line, it does open up a lot of opportunities for your opponent to be able to come in and run out the table. So you don't really want to do that, especially when it's a run-out battle, right? Like everybody's like one turn at the table. You don't want to give that one turn to your opponent, right? right? Especially if everybody's doing one turn. So it's going to be maybe a costly scratch off the break and possibly maybe the turning point in this matchup. Because Larry breaks next. Talking to a good friend that I haven't talked to in years, man. We used to be chill all the time, hanging out all the time. And I don't know, life just kind of drifts you away. You know, there's little things that happen in life and you meet other people, you have other interests, you get other jobs or other careers. And before you know it, man, the crew you're hanging out with every day, no longer the crew you're hanging out with every day. But it's nice when you get in touch with people that, you know, that you hang out with and that you appreciate in life because you get a chance to get reacquainted. Yeah, so this is the problem here. He lost the cue ball, and now he turned the table over to Larry, who's got a really good chance to be able to get this match tied up. He's got a nice spread on the table here. Needs 2 cushions to get back to the center. Oh, he needed a second. Oh, he just caught that second cushion, man. That was dangerous. Larry says, how can you be deadly if you're not dangerous? And I'm telling you, this guy's deadly, man. That's what his opponent's thinking right now, too. He lost the cue ball a little bit there. Still got a little bit of queuing room here because he can come off a couple of cushions. Definitely not what he was trying to do, though. He was trying to keep this simple, man. And now, like the contact point here to this ball, for this ball to go in, it's going to force the cue ball to go up. So he's got to make the cue ball go up this cushion with an angle like that and try to come up over here. That's the ideal shot for him. We'll see if that's the way it works out. Almost perfect. I would have put some extra pace in it just to get up there, you know, so you're close to the 8 ball, but man, this is a makeable shot. He's comfortable here. Lots of room with the 7 balls cushion too to protect him from scratching. Yeah, beautiful finish. A nice little run out. Back-to-back run-outs for Larry Hunter to tie up the match at 4. Yeah, he's doing it. Fight for your life, man. It's a semifinals. You win one more, you go to the final. Then you're guaranteed at least 3rd place. And that's not a bad thing today. Breaking for a chance to take the lead now. And this is important here because if he takes the lead, it gives him a chance to be able to close out the match faster. And also because his opponent just broke big on the last one, lost the cue ball, and Larry comes in to round the table, that puts extra pressure onto Emery when he has to break next time, if Larry breaks and runs this table out. Because now he's going to say, well, his opponent ran 3 tables in a row. Last time that I broke and I put lots of power and I lost the cue ball, so this time I'm going to make sure that I don't put too much power on it. And then he might come up dry. And if he comes up dry, that opens up the door for Larry to come in and run out the table again, making it a 6-4 score. That's a problem. That's all the, you know, the scenarios you're probably playing in your head as you're sitting on the sidelines. My advice to you is don't think like that, man. Just get in there and finish your table, you know. Put the battle up. Don't worry about how he's playing. Yeah, see, there's the opportunity. So opportunity knocks. Emery with a chance at the table now. He could take the lead, and you know, he's been playing really good pool. It just hasn't looked like it because once we tuned in, Larry was in action, man. It's almost like he knew that the stream was on or something. He just started lighting it up. Whatever the case is, though, We got action here, and a good chance that this might go to the hill to the last game. Going to take the stripes here. Instead of playing through, he decided to punch draw it, and that's not bad, actually. I didn't think it was like a great idea. I thought I would have played that through myself, but it's not bad. I mean, the position they got is not great, but the cue ball could have stopped in a good spot there. He's just got an unlucky roll and just kept going. A little bit of pressure here because of the fact that like he can't turn the table over to his opponent. The way he's playing right now, it could be a costly mistake. So you have to try to make a big shot or get a really, really good safety shot, which I think he's looking at the safety shot. I think he's trying to get it off that side cushion to the bottom rail. Maybe somewhere onto that 14 ball. Oh, he made the shot. Okay. He was just trying to figure out the angle of the cue ball where it was going to come out. I don't think he's got that 14 ball, so he's going to have to play the 11 ball. 14 ball, you know, it's kind of a weird ball. Like, it seems harmless, but it could be, you know, the ball that he leans on for the finish on the 8 ball. And the 8 ball doesn't really have much of a pocket, so technically he kind of has to break that out, which the 14 ball is the only option that he has to be able to break that out, especially now that he made that 11 ball. Though if you get the right angle on this 13 or on the 12, you can possibly go for the breakout on the 8 and the 3 and then have the 14 ball as an escape shot, which that wouldn't be too bad. So that's what he was looking at. He's looking at the position for the 13 to get into that 8 and 3. I like it. The only thing I don't like is that the side pocket is there. So it kind of takes a little bit away from the angle. Now you have to 4-stroke it, add a little bit of spin. And that kind of creates a little bit of room for missing the breakout. Did not go for the breakout. He was going to finish with a 14 for the breakout. Or maybe he was just going to play shape off the 14. Whatever the case, he's turned over the table, and Larry's got a nice layout here. The only real problems or situations that he has to address here are the 5, the 3. And I guess the 7 ball, but he can take that 7 ball now. He's on it anyway. It gives him a nice angle to get onto the 3 ball also. Even better angle here to get onto the 3 ball. But he might be looking at this 5 ball. Only because it's kind of weird, and only because of the 14 ball where it is, but it's not really a problem. It's just shot selection, that's all. As long as the shot that you're shooting gets you onto the next ball to be able to continue the puzzle, to be able to finish the puzzle, then you're on the right path. Doesn't matter which ball you choose. And that definitely applies to the players that are higher level. Because most of us players that can control the cue ball, it doesn't really matter where we are on the table. We just make the shot, add the spin and speed and stroke, and get onto the spot that we're looking for next. I feel like my S's are like really S. I wasn't trying to do that today. Interesting that he used the 3-ball for the finish, but I like it. I mean, natural angle off the cushion for the 8. No stress, no mess. Straight to business, says Larry Hunter. 5-4. Takes lead on this rack, and that's a crazy opportunity there, man, because once he came up dry, he should have been losing that rack. Instead, Emery turns the table over, and Larry Hunter capitalizes, defends his break, takes the lead like he was supposed to, and he's in a good position now in this matchup. Only 32 minutes into it so far, and what a nice little battle we got going here. We also have another matchup on this table, which is the other semifinal between Terry and Errol Cameron. The winner of this table plays against the winner of this table. Nice little setup here. Good chance for him to be able to build up some confidence for the end of this battle. It's always about the angle, right? And then adjusting from the angle if you don't get the right angle. Doesn't have that great of an angle here on the 13 ball, but he doesn't really have much else he can work with except for the 10 ball. And the problem with the 10 ball is it's just not that great of a shot, especially if you're looking for a follow-up. I think you just got to slow roll this. Yeah. It's about the only option. I think he was looking for the shot on the 10 ball. If it goes to the corner between the 3 and the 8. If not, then he was setting up for that 15 ball. But I'm pretty sure he was setting up for the 10 ball. Not a completely natural line here, but he's decent. He's got to hold that cue on the left side cushion. Yeah, that's good. That gives him the shot to the side. Now he's good to go here. Almost a natural line off the shot to get back up for the 8 ball. The only problem is the 7 ball slightly in the way. So you got to be careful how you approach this. I would actually prefer to make it in the bottom left corner than the bottom right corner. Yeah, that's the way he did it too. I like his option. He's just unfortunate that he ran into the 1 ball a little bit. This definitely makes it a little bit more challenging though, because you're kind of like half shooting over the 1 ball. And the tangent line here is close to scratching, but not quite there. You can miss the scratch, absolutely, 100%. But if you try to put a little bit of draw or center ball, now you're flirting with that scratch. I think most people here just play this with topspin. You just want to watch out for not nicking into the 3, because if you nick into the 3, you might scratch too, especially if you're going topspin. Yeah, he missed it. He was playing it just to miss the scratch, though. But the scratch wasn't really there. I thought he was safe from it. I didn't even think he would really nick that 3-ball too badly. I thought if he did run into the 3-ball, it would push toward the corner. But the pace to make the shot, he shouldn't have scratched at all. But he was convinced that he was going to scratch there, so he played away from the scratch. Sometimes you got to take a longer, harder shot or more challenging shot to be able to finish the puzzle. He needed to get that ball out of the way to open up the pocket for the 4. So it made sense. Like, he had a 3-ball right in front of him, but it made sense for him to take the 1. That was the problem with turning the table over. Every time he's turned the table over, Larry's punished him for it. He's got a chance to get on the hill, and it's just an 8-ball waiting for it, which is not going to be a problem for him. He's waiting for somebody to shoot on the right side table. Yeah, no problem all day long, man. 6-4, he's on the hill, and he's got a chance to go for the kill on this one in rack number 11 because he's breaking for the match. All right, here we go. Rack number 11. Larry hunted the break. Never really the kind of guy that puts extra on the break, so I'm assuming he's going to be disciplined here.
How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. How come you didn't play? Today. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. How long are you going there for?
Wednesday.
You gotta have a deep dish pizza, man. They say it's amazing.
Eh?
Deep dish pizza. They say it's amazing in Chicago.
Well,
I've never had one.
we're doing summer by there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I get shipped me to Mexico or India.
Yeah.
That's your schedule.
That's one of my spots that I want to check is New York, Chicago, man. Those are the two spots. Sticking around for a while tonight?
I've been playing in the mini.
Oh, good for you. I know they were talking about it. I was like, you bastards, I left my cues at home. I would have played too.
I'm just gonna play use the barbecue.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I didn't bring my cues, or I'll let you borrow them, man.
Sometimes those barbecues, though, they do wonders.
They do, yeah, for sure. What's the entry? $20? Race to 3? 10? Oh, cheaper. Just swing away like the lotto.
Yeah.
These guys had a crazy battle. The first 5 racks were all runouts. There's been 7 runouts so far. Who won that match? Earl, huh? Oh. Yeah. Hi, Gene. How you doing? Been a while since I've been on the stream, but nice to see you, Gene Peacock. Looking for the breakout angle on the 9 ball. I don't think he'll be able to hit that 9, but I'm pretty sure he's going to hit that 2 ball. There is a way that he can hit that 9, but I'm not sure if it's going to work out for a breakout. Or if he'll have a follow-up shot after that. Not the way I would have played it. I thought he would have played it through, not trying to get onto that bottom rail. Kind of a bad thing, but not really. He's a banking type player, so he might try to figure out an angle here for the bank. That's exactly what he did. Welcome back, Kathy. Oh, nice little shot. Risky because you almost made that 8 ball, but it worked out perfect. The 8 ball sitting by the pocket. This is to close out the match.
He's going to do just that. That's the match right there. 7-4, the final score. And, well, we're going to, I believe, go to the B side now. But if we do go to the A side final, it's a showdown between two good friends. And that's Larry Hunter against Errol Cameron. That's the A side final. I'm going to find out what's up next. I'll be right back. That was pretty good, though. We'll give both players an applause for that one because that was a nice effort from both players. All right, so the next showdown is between the mechanic Brian Ross and Morris Scott. We'll figure out the handicap if there's any spots in between. This will be a nice, fun match for you guys. I just got to figure out what the handicap is, which I'm going to do right now. I know. Been the world for all time. Coming down. I can't get this thing to work. No matter how many times I try to do it, it just won't work. It's a 1-game spot, 6 for Brian and 5 for Morris. That makes this one even more interesting. This is a B-side match. It's a B-side quarterfinal. All right, and we're about to get started here. That's Brian Ross coming up to the table. I believe he won the first break or the toss. We got the police in the house. It's a drug and alcohol-free venue and tournament. Oh my God! How do you even figure out which one's which? Crazy. That's like me and all my wires, man. That's crazy. All right, and we're on here, rack number 1. So let's reset the clock and start it all over again. Personally, I'm excited about this match because it's an opportunity to be able to watch players that have a little bit of room for error. So there's more learning available here for people that tune in to watch the stream. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody wants to watch those players that run tables out all the time, right? Because they're fun to watch at the pro level anyway. But you don't really learn much. I mean, you learn how to like get the discipline of the pattern and you know how they approach certain situations. So there's a lot of learning there. But when you have 2 like advanced players or 2 intermediate players or 1 of each, there's always room to learn because especially when there's like a little bit of a gap in levels, you know, one player's got a good idea what's going to happen. The other player changes the table on them usually. So it creates interesting situations. And it usually has an effect that it forces players to create bigger shots or to face bigger shots. And that's where things become interesting because that's where you see the real knowledge between these players. Can't find the cue ball. Oh, you got it. Trying to find the perfect line, but it's not agreeing right now, so has to move the cue ball a little bit closer because of it. I'm assuming he's trying to take that stripe off the cushion below the 1. That's what I'm assuming he's trying to do. Oh, I just wanted to open up the 8 ball a little bit. 1 of the 4, kind of a big problem because you have to make 1 and come off the cushions to get around for the next one. However, if you make 1 now, you can make another ball after, then get back onto that ball after. That makes it a lot simpler. But if you were to leave these 2 balls on the right side cushion for the end
it would create a lot of extra work. And now on a fast table, that really wouldn't be a problem. But on a table that challenges your speed, that could be a problem because you have to read the right weight to be able to get that angle that you're looking for. Yeah, I like this. Take it down now. If he's got the shot on the 5, he'll take that next. But the 7's available, so is the 3. If I was to have the choice between the 7 and the 3, I'd likely take the 7 if it goes past the 3, which I believe it does. At least it looks like it does. He's going to be forced into a bad situation here. I don't know if he's got anything on the 3. I don't think he's got anything on that 2. And pool players tend to kind of fall into the flow. What I mean by that is that, like, as you shoot and you progress through your shots on the table, sometimes the adrenaline starts picking up with the shots. You start feeling like you're in the move, or you're in the vibe, and I don't know, man. Like, it can create problems, right? He's okay here. He had the shot. Oh, he missed it. I don't know if he had the shot or not, because I mean he played it with a cheat, so it looked like he maybe had a little bit of it, but not enough. Either way, I'm surprised that 3 ball didn't drop. More Scott to the table. That's a nice little draw shot to open up the 14 ball. Can just hold position here for the 8 ball. He can play it through too if he feels more comfortable. And that's what he was trying to do, but he's missed the shot. And this is how he lost the A-side match earlier, is because he would get the nice little setup for the finish, but then he would focus too much on the shape and miss the shot. He's done that again here in this one, giving the mechanic a chance to be able to finish this first rack. He's taking a look to see if he can maybe play a combo 7 into the 3, or if it's too deep into the pocket that he has to play straight into it. I'm thinking he's probably going to go for the combo here, but we'll see. Maybe not. No, he's not. I guess the reason he's looking at the combo and not going for it is because he feels like, you know, maybe the ball's going to fly off the cushion once it contacts the 3, but it should be okay. Yeah, it's okay. You just got to watch your pace, that's all. Play this thin with some inside spin to get straight onto that 2 ball. He's going to play with some toss and create an angle here. Takes the first game. A little bit of a lucky break there. Though he did have the first chance to be able to win that game. But he did turn it over to his opponent, and his opponent had a chance to win it. Fortunately for him, though, he turned it over at the wrong time, and the mechanic steals the first game. It's 1-0. Checkity check, check, check. What's happening, YouTubers? Arnold says, great commentator. Thank you. I appreciate that. If this is your first time tuning into YouTube and you came across my stream, you could always support by subscribing to the YouTube channel. And just to let you know, the way that I'm doing the commentary here now is the way that I usually do my commentary. I love to share knowledge with people. I love to help other players have a better understanding of the patterns, the mentality, the techniques, a lot of that stuff. So if you're intermediate, advanced, or avid players, an average player that just wants to learn a little bit more, want to get a little bit more mentality into your set, just subscribe to the channel, man. Anytime I go live, you're going to catch that action. And it's always going to be the same. And I do, well, I haven't done it in a while now, but I do weekly tournaments. I do coverages from all across North America. And yeah, man. I also do snooker. I do 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball. So there's not much that I don't do when it comes to pool. I'm even covering some English billiards coming up this year in August, I believe that's what the day was. But we have English billiards, the World Championships coming back to Winnipeg, Manitoba. And the last time they came here, I had the honor of covering the World Championships. It was an amazing time, man. I didn't even know how to play English billiards, but I took some lessons. Guy Smith, one of my teammates and good friend, taught me some things and taught me about the point system and what the shots are called. And then the pros all came in from all over the world. We had some of the best players in the world coming in for this event. And man, it was fascinating to watch these guys control that cue ball. I mean, if you never watched English billiards before, you might want to take a look so you understand what it is. It kind of reminds me a little bit of three-cushion billiards, but it's not quite the same. But it's almost kind of the same, but it's not quite the same. It requires, you got a cue ball, 2 cue balls. There's a white cue ball and a yellow cue ball. Each player gets that cue ball. That's their own cue ball. And then there's a red ball, so there's only 3 balls. And now you can play a carom off the red or a scratch, in-off they call it, where you go off the red into the pocket. Then your ball comes back up, you put it in the balk line, and then you shoot another ball and try to go off that red into the pocket again. Or you can take the cue ball and go off your opponent's cue ball and into the red. That gives you points too. So there's different ways that you can make points, but a lot of it is all cue ball control, and you need to know your angles really well. So like 9-ball teaches you some pretty good angles, but English billiards will teach you the best angles because it teaches you how to like avoid the scratches. You'll be able to recognize when you're in a scratch pattern, and so you won't take that shot anymore. And if you are going to take that shot, you'll know how to adjust to it. So yeah, it's a good pleasure of mine to be able to be a part of it. I really enjoy being a part of the World Championship English Billiards event that they had here last time, and I'm going to enjoy it again this time around. It's going to be a good time, man. I'm looking forward to it already. But yeah, so if you're tuning in for the first time, yeah, this is what you're going to get all the time. And I hope, everybody else that just tuned in, if you've never heard of me before, that you'll subscribe and support the YouTube channel that way. This is my own YouTube channel, so when you're supporting this channel, you're supporting my work. And when you're supporting my work, you're helping me support the work of everybody else that's doing everything for pool all around here and everywhere else I go. I've covered all sorts of big events, Predator, Nationals. There really hasn't been much that I haven't really done or covered. And I work with pretty much every organization. I work with CCS, VNEA. I worked a little bit with BCA, CSI, ACS. I did their Nationals in Las Vegas for a couple of years. So yeah, I have some good coverages and some good events. And yeah, it'll be worth your time anyway. And the best thing is I don't charge you anything to subscribe. It's free, man. You get all that knowledge for free. You can go pay a player, $75 to $100 an hour for them to teach you what I'm teaching you for free. All you got to do is just subscribe. It's a good deal, man. I wish they had that for me when I was trying to learn how to play pool, man. I would have been way better than I am now. I mean, I'm pretty good, but I know I could have been way better. I mean, I still can be, don't get me wrong. It's not the end of the line or anything like that. But the years that go by, those precious years that go by when you're not working on your game to become a professional player, do affect the overall growth of your game in the long run. Because time is everything when it comes to pool, right? If you were prime, if you're one of those young kids that, started playing pool like at 4 or 5 years old, by the time you're 18, your eyes are so crisp, you're going to beat everybody around you, man. But if you're like, say, 40 years old and you start training to be a pro, by the time you get to that level, it's probably going to be, a good, say, 5 to 7 years. And I'm trying to be kind here because it could be 10 to 15. And by then, you can barely see. You need big glasses, and you're frustrated because you don't know how to wear the glasses when you're playing. I'm telling you, I see it all the time from other players, man. If you're young and you want to enjoy this game, get out there, learn it, master it, make it something good. I mean, everybody's got their own level of play. Some people want to be pro, some people don't. Some people just want to have fun and play league, and that's it. Other people want to just play weekly tournaments, and that's it. And then there's the people that like do it all together, everything, because they just want to be the best they can be. It's up to you how far you want to go down the rabbit hole, but however way you want to decide to go down that rabbit hole, I hope you enjoy the journey. I'm sure you will. There's nothing more beautiful in the world than pool, man. I mean, there is. There's lots of things you can name, I'm sure. But to somebody like me that loves pool, there's nothing more beautiful in the world than pool. Well, I guess snooker. Sorry, snooker. I forgot about you. And that's like the main thing that I play now, so I'm surprised that I forgot about that. Toughest game in the world, but man, I'm telling you, like the feeling that you get when you understand how to play on that table and how to make big breaks, it changes you, man. It makes you feel like you didn't know how to play pool until you started playing snooker. Trying the bank, but he's going to come up short. He's going to leave a nice little table here for Morris. Let's see if he can capitalize on this one. Now, I'll tell you one thing. I don't see Morris playing tournaments anywhere. He only plays here, and he doesn't play all the time. Usually, they only have the one tournament a year, so he'll play in that one. Now they have a second one because of the memorial for Danny, and so he's out here playing again. But he's not the kind of player that practices and goes out and works on his game, doesn't play in tournaments competitively. I don't even know if he even plays league, to be honest, man. So what you see here is really like raw, natural talent. And it's kind of up and down in a sense because, like, I watched this guy play a few times when I came out. He's actually a pretty decent player for a guy that never plays all the time. But you can see the little things, right? Like, in those pressure moments and those crucial hard shot moments, you can see like he's not a seasoned player. Where the mechanic, on the other hand, he's a bit of a seasoned player. And I'm surprised having a bit of a rough go here right now at this table because usually he cleans the table out pretty good. That's the reason they call him the mechanic. But yeah, man. I call him the mechanic, and I don't know why they call him the mechanic, but I call him the mechanic because I say, like, this guy picks the table apart, and only a mechanic can do that. A table mechanic. Let's go to the chat. Chitty chat. No comments on YouTube. And we got something going on here on Facebook. Gene says, you sound good. I hope your health has taken a good turn for you. Still shooting pool. 8-ball, 9-ball, my favorite snooker. I love snooker. What's up, Ralph Francis? How you doing, bro? Says, good evening, Rod. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I love snooker, man. I'm telling you. And it's a weird thing. Like, I can like not play pool for like say 3 months. Go back to play pool on a bar box, and I'll miss some shots, man. It's crazy how it goes. But if I go on a snooker table, like, I know I can't afford to do anything wrong. So for some reason, I go to a snooker table, and my game is so clean. That's why I've been playing a little bit of snooker. Though I only had 3 days. I had 3 days of training because I'm playing in a snooker league. So I trained 3 days. I played 2 matches, 6 frames. I won all 6 frames. It was some really good battles, man. My first frame that I won, my opponent was up 26, and all that was left was the colors. He missed the yellow, which left 27 points on the table, right, with all the colors. And I don't know, man. I went into like snooker god mode or something, but I started making these crazy shots from everywhere, every single color until I cleared the table, man. I won that first frame 36-35 by 1 point. Wow. But that was the beginning, right? From there, it's like I just kept playing the same way, just smart, make the shots, not be too aggressive, but be confident when I'm trying to be aggressive. And yeah, man, I ended up winning all 6 frames. So it was nice little treat, especially because I haven't played in a long time and I was really stressed out. Originally, when I started the snooker league, I started off with a clean record. And I think I'd won 9 games or something like that without losing. And then I ended up playing against my opponent, Gary Marshall, who's also my teammate. And I got frustrated on that first frame against him. I couldn't get things going. Everything was going his way. And every time I missed, I leave all the options for him. And every time he missed, I got nothing. So it became an overwhelming match, and I eventually forfeited those games. And I mean, he was going to play better. He was going to win anyway. But I just kind of said, I don't care no more. So I just started ball banging. I stopped playing snooker for a few weeks after that because I felt really frustrated at the fact that I was frustrated. And I don't like that, really. I get that we all get frustrated emotionally when we're playing, especially when things aren't going good, and even more so when you're playing snooker. I just didn't like the way I felt. I felt like a sore loser or whatever. So like I was like, no, I'm not going to play snooker until I feel like I deserve a chance to go back. And so I've been hospitalized all this time. I finally got a chance to get out, and I've been out for a while, but I didn't want to go play because I just didn't want to go through anything with my health issue, right? So I decided to just wait, and then, you know, I started playing again, and then now I've been busy, man, just working all week. So my game was going right back to where I wanted it. Now I got to start back to square one. But I'm okay with that, you know, because it used to be a stress when you go back to square one and trying to reset and try to remember everything you know. Now it's like I actually enjoy it a little bit because I get a chance to get reacquainted with my passion for the game through my frustrations as well. Because when you're going back to reset, you're going to have a lot of moments where you're like frustrated because you're missing the shots. But you know, when you try to get something out of it, when you're focused on your goal, I don't know, it just helps. It just helps tons. So I don't mind, you know. And then the other thing too is because I have to try to remember how to make those specific shots that I'm working on, or whatever it is that I'm working on the table as I'm trying to get back to playing. It refreshes the mind on how to approach those shots and how to execute them. So then everything's fresh, and I go and compete in tournaments or whatever, or league, and I just see everything. It's like Matrix, man. I see the lines everywhere. I know, like, if I hit the cue ball here, that shot's going in there, and the cue ball's going this way, and it should stop right here. And that's one of the things that you want to control in your game, right? You want to have that much control on the cue ball. I always talk about like how you have to be intimate with the cue ball, and don't take it the wrong way, all right? I'm not telling you to be crazy about the cue ball. You don't have to kiss the cue ball every time you see it, or give it a big hug, or, you know, sit there and talk about your life with the cue ball. I mean, you could, but just do it in private. What I mean by intimate is learning more about the cue ball. Like, the more you learn about the cue ball, the better you're going to get at controlling it. The better you get at controlling it, the better the success of the table. Now, after that, it's all about aiming and, you know, and accuracy, which you're going to be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more in control of the table if you know that cue ball well. And what I mean by that is your spins, your speed, you know, how to do different stroke, right? There's different strokes that change the angles and the speed of the cue ball, and you need to learn all that stuff, right? And some of the stuff you're going to learn in 8-ball, most of it you're going to learn in 9-ball, and then when you want to get really good, you go to the snooker table. That's where you're going to get the cleaning, right? That's where all the dirty stuff about your game goes away. It's a process, and it's up to you how you choose to go for it, right? But if you decide to go the snooker route, I'm going to give you some advice right now. Don't play the game, just work on your game on the snooker table, right? So, like, find shots, work on the shots till you learn, till you master them. Slowly, you're going to start getting that craving to be able to play the game anyway. But the reason why I tell you don't play the game is because, you know, let's say you're like a 90% accurate player when you're playing on snooker, you're practicing. When you go play a match against somebody, you automatically drop down to like 50 to 60%. So it's a really, really tough game to play, because if you're not aware of that, if you're not aware that happens to everyone, you're the first one to fall apart while your opponent sees that and they start picking up their game. They never get into that rut because they see that you're in it. They just let you rot in it, right? So, like, you have to be aware that if you're going to play the game, it's not going to be pretty. But if you're a very good tactical player, you can survive the moment until you get into a groove. Usually it takes about 45 minutes to about an hour and a half, depending on how good you are, to get warmed up and to be 100% accurate on the snooker table, where you're feeling the ball and you're feeling the pockets, and, you know, everything is just kind of going in tune. It takes that long to be able to get into a groove on a snooker table. But, you know, it's going to be good for you, I'm telling you. Just don't play the game. And when you do play the game, please understand that, you know, everybody goes through it. It's not just you that sucks. It's all of us. And you can see that in professional snooker too, man. You have some of the best players in the world, like Ronnie O'Sullivan, Judd Trump, Sean Murphy. They'll go up on their first frames, and oh my God, it's just nasty to watch them play. It's horrible to watch them play. And you're thinking to yourself, like, this game is too hard, even for the pros. But then, you know, after that frame goes by and one of them gets into a roll, that guy's warmed up. Then the next guy gets a chance to get a good break, and now he's warmed up. And by the time you get into the third frame, it's just a crazy battle, man. Like, both players just hammering everything in, playing incredible snooker. That's just the way it works, right? So that's the understanding you have to have when it comes to snooker if you're going to try it out. Other than that, that's all I got, man. All right, let's see what the score is on this one. I've been talking a lot, man. 2-0 for Brian. Still 2-0, yeah. Okay. So I haven't even missed anything. Not as much as they've been missing anyway. Oh, and I never say stuff like that, but I'm just joking around. No hard feelings, man. If you're not having fun in life, you're not living. I'm telling you that right now. If you got boring people around you, get rid of them, man. They're hurting you. Have fun. I'm not telling you to go out there and have a party every day, but just enjoy life, man. Let people joke around. You know, if somebody has an opinion, it's okay. It's their opinion, man. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to go on Facebook and write a big statement about how, you know, Joe is just not cool because Joe believes in whatever. And, like, just get over it, man. Let it be. Religion is religion. Yes, there's aliens, and politics sucks. Leave it at that. Never talk about religion or politics, by the way. No matter what. Even if you're a politician or a priest, man, don't do it. He's starting to kind of find his groove here, slowly. Eight ball is in. He's got a 3-game lead now. Needs 3 more to win the match. Or Scott looking for 5. Still not on the board yet, but he's had some opportunities, man. He just has to find a way to capitalize. And by the way, Gene, like when you say I sound good, are you talking about my mic? Or are you talking about like literally my spirits sound like I'm in good spirits? Because I am in good spirits, so I know that's for sure. Got some treatment for my blood today and got my numbers on my blood work and everything is going good. So I'm feeling pretty good. I got some good vibes going on. I'm also streaming pool, which I love. I love pool. I love streaming pool. So I'm in my groove right now. I'm feeling pretty good about life. But I'm also using my, what's it, my second mic? I think it was my second mic that I ever bought many years ago. Now, this mic is like an old school one. It's like a 1980s, you know, beautiful. I'm not even going to say the brand, man, because I'm going to keep that a secret. I don't want you guys to sound like me. There's a lot of copy people out there. They're just copying me all the time. They're going to take my mic. They're going to try to sound like me. Oh, my God. I'm kidding. But no, this mic is really old school, man. It's like a 1980s, you know, old school hardcore mic. You can throw this mic across the room 100 feet. It'll land and onto the head of the mic, and it will not break apart. If anything, it might just bounce off the floor and break something on the wall or the window. It's just that good. And then the sound is just, you know, it's beautiful, man. So if it's the mic, awesome. But if it's the spirits, even better. Because, yeah, definitely I'm in good spirits. A lot of it has to do with, you know, being here and being able to help out and be a part of this event, which is an important event for the Mckinney family. And the other part is just, you know, being healthier. I'm still dealing with my blood disorder, but it's in a good way now. It's not so crazy anymore. And I haven't been in the hospital since Christmas Eve, so yeah, it's good. She says, your spirits, you sound excited to become, oh, yeah, yeah, I'm telling you. And this is the funny thing about this today, Gene. Like, I'm only on, like, I don't know, maybe 5 hours sleep. It was probably more like 4 hours sleep because I woke up maybe 10 times. I'm taking these pills, and I took it late last night, and they told me, like, at the hospital weeks ago, they said, well, don't take this pill late at night because if you do, you're going to be up all night. And I was like, well, whatever, you know, I'm up all night anyway. But then last night I had to get up early. And, or this morning I had to get up early. So last night I was like, you know, doing everything. I flew in from out of town. I just did a job. I was supposed to be back Wednesday. I came back Thursday. Instead, I was supposed to be back Thursday by 1 o'clock, but I ended up not getting into town till almost 5 o'clock. And it just like threw me back, man. So everything I was doing, I was just trying to rush, take care of this, take care of that before everything closes. I get home, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I realize, oh man, I haven't taken my pills. So I was like, okay, I gotta take these pills. And I knew like they warned me about all this stuff, right? So I knew like I'm supposed to not be able to sleep, but I'm thinking to myself, like, listen, I can sleep through anything when I want to. So if I want to go to sleep, I'll be okay. And so, yeah, you know, I took the pills, and sure enough, I wasn't able to sleep. Listen to your doctor, man. They know what they're talking about. Gene says, when I first started playing snooker, I scratched a lot, and I was just practicing. It's so different with the big table and the small balls. It really takes a while to get used to the difference. Yeah, it's like from like you can't just go. I don't even care like how good you are. Honestly, even a pro level player, you're gonna go on that table. It's gonna take you some time to get adjusted. You're not gonna be able to just go in there and just do a break of 147 or even a century. It's just not gonna be that easy. And there's probably gonna be a lot of times you're gonna feel like like I hate this game. Why do I even try, man? It's so hard. You have to be stubborn, right? You have to be stubborn. You have to be able to just say, you know what? I don't care how tough it is. I'm just going to go out there and keep trying. And after a couple of months, maybe a few months, you'll start, making the shot into the pocket. A few months later after that, you start finding an understanding for the speed of the table, and you also learn more about the rails. And before you know it, you're off on your own. You come into the table, and the only times you're stressing is when you're really off on your game. Other than that, you're making shots on the table and enjoying it. At least that's the way it's going for me so far. I'm assuming it's going to go like that for you too. Shane Stogren, what's happening, man? Says, hey, Rod, good to hear you. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Going to be covering this event all weekend. Today they have the singles, and tomorrow is the 3-man team. They have a 4-man team and a 3-man team. I believe that's what it was. I gotta look again. Bruce Stewart, how you doing, man? Gwen Armstrong, welcome to the stream. Mr. Sean Orv Taylor, what's happening, my friend? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope everything's good with you. Yeah, but I'm usually, like, when I come in and I'm tired, I'm not very talkative, or even, like, the energy is not even exciting. I just go through the motions, and I usually sound like Barry White. But today, that's not the case. I'm just so happy to be here, honestly. Just to be a part of pool and have fun, and to commentate, and to just enjoy the players playing in front of me. It's such a treat, honestly. I feel blessed every time I get a chance to do it, especially lately that I've been dealing with so much with my health. But yeah, man, it's a great opportunity to be here. I'm enjoying every minute of it. And I hope you guys are too. I'm going to try to focus more on the commentary than the talking right now, because I've been doing lots of talking. But that's just the excitement, man, trying to come out. So let's get back into this match. Let's resume the coverage and try to learn a little bit more from this. Don't do that. Whatever you just did there, don't do that. Lesson number 1. Lesson number 2, take your time here. You got a chance. Oh, I don't even know how that didn't go in. Into a decent spot at the moment. He's got a shot to the corner. The first thing he looked at was the 11 ball, which to me, I'm still wondering whether or not that goes past the 6 ball. He's not in an ideal position to take it right now anyway. Best option here would be the 15 ball. But if he has to break out the 11 ball, that makes this table a little bit more interesting. Or not necessarily interesting, but more challenging. Which to me, that makes it interesting. Interesting that he didn't go for that 15 ball. I guess because, yeah, he wanted to address that 11 ball. It looked like he was looking at the 15 ball. He was going to go for it all day, but perhaps he didn't like the line or the follow through on the shot. Decided to go a different way about it now. a little bit unfortunate here because he can make the shot to the corner all day long, but position is going to be challenging, and you're likely going to leave a long shot on this 15 ball. So punch draw off the cushion instead. He's going to get a shot on the 15, but he's very limited. It only goes to the side pocket. What's up, John Miller? Yeah, man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm telling you. I mean, those of you that know me, you guys already know I love pool, man. But to be disconnected from it all this time, and to have a chance to get back into it, to me, that's a blessing. It's also a reassurance for me to know that things are going in the right direction with my health. The moral boost that I get from being here, and the confidence of fighting for my health to be better, it's all just incredible right now, just from being around pool. I'm telling you, I love pool, man. And like while I was doing recovery and trying to go through all this stuff, like I watched a lot of snooker. I didn't really watch much pool. Since I got out and I've been trying to get back to playing, I haven't watched much at all because like every time I watch it, I just get excited. It makes me want to go out there and play. You know, even right now as I'm watching these guys play, I just want to grab my cues and play, but I didn't bring them with me because, you know, I'm trying to be disciplined. I didn't want to get tempted to play on a team tomorrow. But yeah, pool is beautiful, man. And I don't know if you guys have that kind of connection with the game where, like, as soon as you get to the pool hall or as soon as you get your QO, like, it just feels like everything is gone. All the troubles, all the worries, all the stress, everything is gone. It's just you, the table, the cue ball, and a good time waiting to happen, man. And pool used to make me angry when I missed all the time, but now it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. It's because, you know, I just haven't been around it enough or whatever. Maybe I appreciate it more. But the times that I have played pool throughout these last few weeks, which is only for league, and it hasn't been pretty. I'm telling you right now, it hasn't been pretty. But the sense of, I don't know, like feeling whole, like, you know, oh, that was a nice shot. Wow. Like, I don't know, I feel incomplete without it, right? So to have the chance to come out and be a part of this and to, you know, just enjoy the game all over again, it's fills my heart. I'll just put it that way. That's what you're hearing on the mic right now. My kids hear that every day too, because, you know, as soon as I see them, they know, like, oh yeah, Papa loves me, because they hear it in my voice too. I should have named each one of my kids after either a pool cue part or after a pool product or something like that. Can you imagine if you named your kids after pool products? Like, yo, Predator, go get Tom. And quit talking to Master Chalk. Like, that sounds crazy, right? But, you know, I should have. I gave my kids good names. But did any of you guys name any of your kids after pool equipment? Or did you name your pool cue after one of your kids? That's another one too. Oh, he's got the 8-ball. He's on the board. That's a big relief, I'm telling you, man. You don't want to go deep down, you know, against your opponent. You're down like 4 games, 5 games. That's tough to come back on. Down by 2, not that bad. Down by 1, you're in a battle. Tres a uno, or 3-1 for the mechanic. He's breaking next and rack number 5. They got minis going on today. I don't think they were trying to do minis, but they got minis going. Oh, I should probably call the hotel room. Forgot to confirm that I'm going to be there tonight. Hopefully they didn't get away with my room. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Give me a minute. I'm going to mute the mic while I call them. Well, first I'm going to find the number, and then I'll mute the mic. All right, I'm going to mute the mic for a couple of minutes here. All right, that's taken care of. Good thing I called too, man. It was instinctive because they weren't sure what time they're gonna close at. If I waited till I got there tonight without calling, there was a small chance that nobody was gonna be there, and that I probably would have got stuck sleeping in my car. I have an SUV, so it would have been okay, but I would have been cold throughout the night. So I'm glad that worked out. Oh, I'm surprised that one went in. "41 minutes into this match, and we're almost at the end of the fifth rack." Say almost because there's still a little bit of work to be done here. Not really easy here because he's got to make the 11, get onto the 14, have a shot on the 14 to get down and below this 15 ball to make the 15 to the left side middle pocket. So he was trying to force the shot to get onto that side pocket there. And I don't think that was the time to do it, but the player has to go with their instincts, and if he felt like it was the time, then he had to go with it. By the way, if you see my post today about my update on my health and you ended up making a comment on there, the first ones that commented I was able to get to because I was waiting for my treatment. But since then, I was driving and I came in, I set up the stream, and I've been streaming all day. So I haven't had a chance to reply or anything like that, or even read the comments so far. Just know that I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm not that kind of person. And if I do ignore you, it's usually because I'm trying to be smart about when I reply to you. Meaning that maybe when I read that message, I'm not ready to be able to reply because I'm driving, I'm busy, whatever the case is. So I decide to leave it until I am able to reply, and then sometimes I get so tied up with things that it slips my mind. I do at some point return the messages anyway, but not necessarily always on time. And if I'm not busy, then obviously I'll return your message as soon as you message me. And I'll always reply to the comments if you comment on my post. That happens no matter what, though. So doesn't matter if I'm not getting it back the same day. I might go back the next day and then reply. But one thing for sure is that I always reply, because I know if you take the time to watch what I do, to comment on what I do, and to participate verbally in my life, then yeah, we got to figure this out, man. It's got to work for everyone. I appreciate it. Lots of you guys are solid people. Solid people. And so most of the times I'll get right back to you, but every now and then just try to be understanding. If I'm not getting back to you, I'm so busy all the time. Whether it's work or family, I got 2 little ones at home too, and each one of them takes their turn to make sure they drive me nuts. But I love them, and they're really not that bad. But when they get together, they're horrible. Especially the littlest one, man. She's only 10 months old. She runs around, spins in circles, plays like a regular toddler, and she'll just get going all the time, man. Just talking about her is making me miss her. 4-1. The mechanic is on a mission, 2 away from winning the match. And the winner of this is playing against Joey Bolio and the B-side semifinal. Oh, no, that's not even the semifinal yet. Yeah, so the bottom of the B-side bracket is going full swing ahead. They're doing pretty good right now. The top half is delayed by 3 matches at the moment, 2 technically, and almost 1 if this one finishes soon. And then all we got left after that is the A-side final and the B-side final. I wonder why he tried to open up that pocket, and now he's created a problem up there with that one ball. That was not part of the plan. Hey, he really doesn't have anything to shoot at except for the 3, which I don't think it even goes to the side pocket. Call the side, and that was a good shot. I didn't even think that ball went in there, but it definitely did. A little bit of humming in the background. That's the fans. I'm right around some fans. Oh, that opened up the one ball. That was a good shot, too. This one was the one that I was impressed with, though. Because I didn't think it went to the side, but he made it go to the side. In English billiards, that would have got you some extra points. So he's got this one figured out too now. 4 ball sets up the finish, so he just has to get clear for the 4 ball. He can definitely stun through or around this 10 ball. Yeah, he's gonna go around it. Nice little setup here too. The line allows him to drop back without running into trouble. Yeah, that's all he really needed. He's on the hill. 5-1. Morris Scott with his back against the wall has to win every game. Was that 6? Supposed to be a race to 6. But his opponent's giving in.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 6-5. But I think his opponent gave up.
How you doing, man? You're still playing in the tournament? Oh, yeah. Who knocked you out? Daryl, yeah. Playing good today, too. He's usually a good player. Yeah. Especially when he's going, he's tough to beat. Yeah. Did you make the money? Oh, yeah. Are you playing teams, too? Yeah. That starts tomorrow morning or in the afternoon? At 12? Oh, okay. Cool, man. So I guess the good thing is you get to, you know, get some sleep and relax and be ready for tomorrow. That's a bonus. Yeah. See you, man. All right, so I got to figure out what's up next. I'll be right back.
A-side final. Let's get going on this one. Winner here is guaranteed no less than second. So the singles is finishing tonight no matter what. Tomorrow we come back at noon, and it's going to be the team event. That it's going to continue through till Sunday. We have a 4-man team and a 3-man team set up. Start the clock on this one. Make it official. On the board is the A-side final. Larry Hunter at the table at the moment. His opponent came up dry, so he'll have a chance to steal this first game. Looks like he's got to start up here for the stripes. I'll have to punch that 3-ball out of the way. That's what he's jacking up for. Yeah, he's got no choice but to take the 10-ball here. Actually, the mind's setting up from here to the 14 and then addressing that 13-ball. Or even the 12. Yeah, that was smart there. Making sure they got good position on that 14-ball burning into the 7. I feel like both the balls go to the pocket, but it's got to make the right choice here. And part of that right choice has to be the breakout angle for that 9. Bit of a two-way here. If he takes the 13, he can bump out the 9 and then have the shot on the 12 ball to follow. Oh, he just tried to open up the 9 by playing that cannon shot. Did not work, though. He's going to come up short, and Errol Cameron will get a crack at this table. Tough spot to be in here. He really doesn't have much to shoot at. He didn't really want to move that 1 ball because that 8 and that 13 are tied up in a bad way. The only breakout that his opponent has around there would be that 9 ball, and that doesn't go to the pocket either because of the 1 ball. So that's why he didn't start off with the 1. But he was expecting to get a decent positional shot here, which I think I don't know, looks like he's aiming to the corner, so it might be all right. Oh, it looks like he's aiming to the side. Yeah, he went to the side. Oh, he tried to take a stab at opening up that 8 ball. Smart decision there. Just came up short. And he just barely missed it, too.
By the way, Calgary, I'm coming your way this year. Always love going to Calgary. Everybody there always treats me like family. The support for the work that I do and that I've done over the years has always been really appreciated by the people in Calgary. So I look forward to running into you guys this year and hopefully have a good time out there while I'm covering the event. That's for the Moses Capel Memorial happening in June. Get to catch up with some friends I haven't seen in a while out there in good old Calgary. Thinking about taking a ride to go through Banff again. We'll see. Nice little shot. Called the one ball on that one. Felt like you could have got some better reward there. The goal was to be able to get set up so you can open up the 8-ball. I don't think you can do it from here. One ball is deep in the pocket, so all you have to do is just aim for the pocket. I missed the shot. Was trying to get around that strike clean, and he did, but that's why he missed the shot.
Just missed the shot to the side. Left the chance here for Earl to get on the board. Good shot. Great pace. He's got the shot for the finish. Slightly out of position here. Oh, wait. He's already done. Oh, my God. I must be getting tired now. Oh, he let that one go, and he's going to make a ball. Gets a decent spread. Stripes look decent here. I don't really see any problems other than the 11 ball's a bit of a tight shot, but I think he's going to be okay here. What's your guys' opinion on whether or not you should clear? Oh man, I lost the point. I had a good question there. I forgot it. I lost it. I was gonna go somewhere good with that too. I just totally forgot where I was going with it. That's a sign that I'm getting tired now. It's been a long day though, especially because I've been working all week. And I try to do my best here because we got this one and I think 2 or 3 more matches after, and then that's it for the night. He's playing some good pool so far. Trying to hold shape. It's going to be perfect. That's going to tie up the match at 1. Well, switch over to the other table real quick. Oh, they're about to start a break on that one. Check it out quickly while these guys are racking up this one. Nice little break, but he lost the cue ball right off the contact. Well, that worked out nice. Nice little spread. Keeping his style as usual, nice and simple, straight to the point. He's had a lot of success with that over the years. He's good on that one, 2-1. Checking up on comments here now. And Gene P goes, I don't think your wife would have liked having the kids named after pool stuff. Can you imagine that? Come here, Miyuchi. Go get your shoes, Q-Tech. I'm telling you, it's funny, right? There's got to be people out there that do that kind of stuff, though. Like, they know there's Mercedes, right? What other? I think it's probably one of the only names that I know. Mercedes from the vehicle. A lot of people use that name. Jethro, how you doing? Says, wow, right on. Pammy, Kiash, old guy up there, have good old pool time. Good job, ladies. Jethro says, let's go, Mighty Mo. Good win, said Richard. This is all on Facebook. Han Solo, oh man, I missed your comment. Sorry, bro. What's up, Arriagada? Coming from Whitefish, Lake, Alberta. Nice. Welcome to the stream, man. I apologize for missing your comments. I try to keep track of everything, but sometimes I just slip. So far, this one has a sign that it's going to the hill. We only had one match so far today that went to the hill. Got to be careful here with the pace. Got short on it. He's a banking type player too, but this one's pretty tight. Worked that out pretty good. He's got the shot here on the corner, and he's got the angles to be able to get set up for the 8-ball too. If he wants to go the 2 reels back to the middle, but doesn't have to, and he didn't. There's a lot of players out there that would have played that two rails to the middle, and usually those are the players that have the 9-ball background. Nice little finish there from Earl to tie up the match at 2. Just over 20 minutes, almost 25 minutes actually into this match. With 4 racks in, that averages out to, I should know the 6 minutes. 6 minutes and 10 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that. Starting to feel mellow. Need to get some vibes going here. Vibe time. Let's go, baby. I need some energy. Rack number 5. Errol Cameron to break. Race to 7. They're tied at 2. Ooh, and that was not good. Just played a safety. That's all I could do. Nice little shot there. He opened up the 3-ball perfectly. He's got the 6 available to the side. The 8-ball's still in a tough spot, but that is makeable. It's just not a good spot. Yeah, so he's looking at a 3 real positional shot here to open up the 8-ball or to get onto the 8-ball. So for those of you that are watching or been watching throughout today, the team event starts tomorrow at noon, and the singles finishes today. Winner Truth here, perfect shape for the finish. Just has to have a shot on it. He's got a shot on it. That's all I needed. Good to go. Oh, wow. Surprised that stopped. I missed it. Pretty sure I missed it. Just caught the end of it there. Oh, man, that was so close. Takes the lead, 3-2. Pretty sure that was Earl, man. That was a nasty rack for sure. And he broke it like as if it was a 1 pocket break. Nice little spread off the break there for Larry.
thank you. I was just thinking about going to get one. You coming to join me?
Yeah.
There's chairs there.
This garbage?
I'll throw that in the garbage.
There you are, Larry.
Yeah, they're tied at 3. I got this one. I know. Earl was showing me like he got all his keys from all the jobs that he does. I'm like, oh my god, like how do you figure it out? And I said, that's like me and my chords. I just know which ones is which. Are you just listening or are you talking?
I'm gonna listen.
Just listen.
I'm gonna talk. Eh? I thought you weren't gonna be here because I seen your thing posted somewhere else in BC
Oh, yeah.
or somewhere.
That's the other guys,
And
yeah.
I thought you were in BC. I'm like, oh my goodness.
No,
And
no.
I seen people saying you're coming. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I promised them I would. Okay, so you gotta tell me if you can hear. Can you hear me? Is it clear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm on like 5 hours of broken sleep, and I was just crashing out. So perfect timing for you to come in and join me. Though they're pretty far already. Right? They're almost done on the B side, and this is the last match on the A side. So a 3-3 battle on a race to 7 leaves it a race to 4. And Errol Cameron with a chance to get the lead here. It's a decent spread of the table. There's a little bit of work, but it's not too bad. I think my biggest concern here, if I'm him, is the 4-ball. If he's got a shot right now, I'd take it now, but I'm not sure if he's got it. He's got to be straight on there where he's not really drawn into that side pocket or into the horn of the side pocket. So I feel like he's good for it now. But he's assessing here. He wasn't really going to shoot it. He was more or less getting a feel to see if it was a good shot to take on or not. Now it looks like he's committed making this 2-ball instead. Or maybe he wants to draw back off the 4 for the 2. Yeah, he's going for the 2. Oh, that's bad luck right there. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do here from him. Too close for a jump. Massey is very challenging to get around that ball, too. The kick shots are very limited. That's a decent idea. He's got the room to get around, but I feel like he still has a swerve to be able to get onto it, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. Then there's the other question of whether or not the swerve takes effect right away, if it catches on enough, long enough for it to be able to result in the way that he wants to make the shot. But that's what the trial and error is all about. Oh, it was almost great, but he scratched and lost the cue ball. Ball in hand for Larry, and he's got a bit of a situation here with that 11 ball now. Other than that, the 15 ball is the other problem ball.
Are you in for the whole weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for
Yeah.
you.
He opened it up. Now he needs to figure out how to get this 15 ball opened up.
I thought they made the team event with mandatory one female, but they didn't.
No.
Oh.
What man? I don't know.
No, the four man, no, but neither on the three man either. I think they only had 8 teams for the three man. Yeah. That was the break corner and he missed it. Definitely has a cross corner angle here. I think he just. I don't know. I always tend to lean towards the safety play, but he's not that kind of player. I mean, he knows when to play safety, but he also knows when to take the shot on. And he's got to follow his instincts here. Oh, what a beauty. No real shot available on the 8-ball, though. He's got to do something different here. Maybe. I don't know. He looked at it, so it might go, but I think he's got to bank it. Pretty sure he's got to bank it. Good try. It's going to go double off the 5. Oh, no, it didn't. Just missed the 5. Kind of reminded me of the shot that I seen last time I was out here in Swan Lake. It was a double cross bank corner. Just made the pocket that one, too. Huge opportunity here for Earl. It was starting to look like a rack that he wasn't going to get a chance to shoot on, but here he is, 4 balls away from winning an important rack. Well, the break is, or the lucky break is exchanged here, and Larry gets another chance at this table. He'll make the 8-ball, takes the lead, 4-3. All right, I'm back. What's going on here? So he's shooting the stripes. He needs to break out that 9 ball. The only ball that helps him there is that 15 and the 13. Looks to me like he was setting up for the 10 ball. Maybe go 10, 14, go down table, attempt to break out. 12 ball becomes an escape shot. But I don't know, you know, the 8 ball being where it is makes it a tough escape shot, depending on the angle you land on. He's got some decent angle on the 14 right now. Yeah, I got a nice little breakout angle here now. He wants to split these two, and he did. Yeah, see, so that was the problem with the 12 balls. The 12 ball didn't really give him much of an escape shot because of the 8 ball. And now he's kind of more or less forced to take this back on the 13 and let the cue ball go a little bit. And you're trying to, go off the... So I'll show you guys what he's trying to do. So he's trying to make this ball go here, right? So this is the contact point. So ideally, he wants to make the cue ball come into this rail, back around here, just around these two stripes, or solid, sorry. And then, like anywhere here will be good. Because then he's got the angle to set up for the 8 ball. The way I'm looking at this, though, I'm thinking you're going to hit this at the edge to make this ball. Instead of that ball going here like you want it to, it's actually going to go further like this. And then you're in the problem that it might go like this, and then from there to here. Just played it soft just to get through the window. Not bad. He's got the shot on the 12. The only thing here is that he still has a 9 ball, though, so he's got to make one long shot and a tough cut with a tight angle because of the 6 ball being so close. Nice little 4-stroke. Bit further than expected. Still in a position to be able to make it, though. Just becomes a little bit tougher. If the 9 ball is right frozen against the rail, no problem here. But when there's a gap, it makes it more challenging for the cut. Is it just me or is it cold in here?
That door's open a bit there.
Oh, so that's why I'm cold. Because when I came in today, like I was just drenched, I was hot, and I don't know, I guess people are going out there to smoke.
Hey, they can go inside the...
I know, I don't know. I've seen a few people go out there to smoke.
I'll go find out.
Just close the door, lock them all out. Kidding, don't do it. It's cold out there. Just close the door, let everybody stay outside and smoke all they want. They gotta walk around the building. Oh, nice cut, Earl. Huh?
It's closed now.
It's close. That was huge. Ties up the match at 4. Huge. Look at the shot. I mean, it was a makeable shot, but he had to make it. He had to get across for the 8 ball. And like if he didn't, okay, so now I'm seeing if he didn't hit that 3, he was in trouble. That 3 saved the day because the 3 pushed him over perfectly. Every rack has been interesting between these guys. They haven't had like wide open racks where they can just get into the action, start running tables. It's been a grind out battle all the way through.
And this rack is making sure they keep doing that. He's just playing really good. This match being tied at 4 is just a sign of how good both players really are playing. It is a little bit later in the day, so mentally you start fatiguing a little bit. So that's gonna wear you down at some point. But so far, these guys are playing like they're not really worn out. That they're ready to continue for a couple more battles. Which one of them will win the A side here, and they'll be waiting for the winner of the B side, and the other one will go to the B side final, or they're gonna have to figure out how to fight their best game so they get back to the championship match. I've always been a bit of a methodical player too, Larry. I'm not sure if it's a left-handed thing, but I'm methodical too on my lefty. If you watch the way these guys always play, the higher level players, anyways, they're always playing from one shot to the other, creating different angles that help them to get to the next ball. That's the way you're supposed to play. That's the way I play also. That was supposed to be the setup for the 7. don't think he can make this, but he's looking at it like he can make it. Oh, he made it. And does he have the shot to the corner on the 8-ball? Oh, yeah. Just the way he's been playing so far today and not letting down on his game, for sure. 5-4, he takes the lead in this match and needs 2 more to win it. Watch this one again. Not bad. 5-4. And he's breaking next for a chance to get on the hill. Jason Richard says, let's see, we gotta look on the screen here. I got a couple of comments. Good win. Who racked that? And Carlos Bachman says, Rod, scream while Larry is shooting. Funny. Lateral's on the air. That's what he said. And he saw that we couldn't play some pool this week, pal. I was totally busy. Hey, no worries, man. I was busy too. So I was supposed to fly back Wednesday night, and that goal there was that I was supposed to be back by the last flight, which would have been around 8 o'clock. So the last flight took off at 7 or something like that. I would have been home or in Winnipeg by after 8 p.m. or just after 8 p.m., which would have fell into our plans. It would have been perfect. But then the event that I was covering ran behind by like 2.5 hours. They were late on their start, and that 2.5 hours, they tried to make up for all that time, but they just weren't able to make enough of a makeup on that time. So in the end, I ended up missing the flight because they left before I was done. And the other thing too is even if I had finished right on time at 7, it would have taken me another hour to tear down, so I would have missed that flight anyway. So I missed that flight, and then the next day I'm supposed to come back Thursday at noon, so I should have been back in Winnipeg just after 1, like 1:30, 1:20, something like that. And that flight was delayed by a few hours too. So yesterday was a very stressful day as I'm trying to get around to do things and make sure I catch up on everything before the stores closed. And sorry about that, man. I guess it kind of worked out if you were busy too, though. So no worries, man. Our time will come soon where we get to hang out and shoot some racks. Oh, lots of comments here. Han Solo, I'm not sure what happened, man. I keep missing your comments, bro. How's that saying go? Yo, rack 'em, you rack 'em, I'll crack 'em. That's right. Mr. Robert Griffith, how you doing, my friend? Says, so great to hear you again, Ron. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. I appreciate that, man. It's been a while, yeah, for sure. I had lots of energy going on earlier too, so my commentary was lots of life, everything was going. But then at some point, it just hit me that I only slept for 5 hours, and I just been kind of wearing down a little bit. But we still have 2 matches on the B side, and then the championship match. So there's still lots of pool to go yet. Is the literal love affair going strong? Looks like they're giving each other a chance to get back in the match, man. So I don't know. Maybe none of them want to lose. They just want to hug it out, hug it out, and split first and second. And by the way, this is also being streamed on YouTube right now, on my YouTube channel. So if you prefer the better quality picture, then you want to go to YouTube. Or if you want to watch on your TV, you rather go to YouTube. You can find me under Arriagada /CSL, which stands for CUESPORTS Live, Manitoba. Don't forget to subscribe. Help a brother out, man. I'm on the route to 2,000. I've been trying to get to 2,000. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, good way to support the work. And if you have, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's a key shot here. Trying to get up to 11 balls. Let's go to the top left corner, though. So you just play above it. But because it's close to the side pocket, you got to be pretty perfect on it. Anytime that perfection plays a part on the table, there's room for error. So you always got to be careful. The way I like to do things, or the way I look at things when I'm at the table, is that I just want to get within the range. So I pick my spot and I just try to get into that spot. If I roll over a little bit further, I can compensate. If I roll a little bit shorter, then I try to find a way to compensate that way too. But usually it's best to pick your spot and then just be flexible about it. So pick a spot that's reasonable, not something that you got to be like millimeter perfect, but something where you can just get close enough to being perfect and still be able to make the shot without losing too much of the angle or too much of the accuracy. That definitely simplifies the table for him here. He still has to get one good positional shot, though. This is to tie up the match. If he can finish this table and take it to a race to 2. A little bit of angle. It's a little bit of angle. That's not bad. He can just play this through. But he's going to want to stun over a little bit, I'm sure. Yeah, you have to follow that through.
Takes the 8 ball, ties up the match at 5. 5, 5, 5. I gotta go watch a shot. I'll be right back. Oh, that sounded like a shaft shattering hit. Don't break the cue. Don't break the cue. It's not the cue's fault. He's a competitor. Doesn't like losing. I'd rather somebody grab a ball and just chuck the ball across the room and hit somebody in the head than breaking the pool cue.
Really?
The pool cue is like the most precious thing for a player.
Yeah, most expensive. Like, yeah, geez.
No, and there's guys out there that'll break a cue like once a month. Like, he'll get over it eventually. He's still young, that's all.
Side?
That's what?
Is that the A?
That's the B side, so he's knocked out.
Where's my phone? Where is he on that thing?
That was to get into the, I think the top 4.
Top four.
No, I think that was 5th. No,
There's Emery, Larry, Carol, and that guy.
yeah.
And then those ones over there.
Those guys that are playing over there are playing to get into that 4th place spot. So I think he got knocked out in 7th and 8th. These guys are having a pretty good battle so far, tied at 5.
Well, they 5-5.
Yeah. There's a small chance they'll meet up in the final.
Yeah, battle is on now. He's on the hill. 6-5 is the score, and Larry will have a chance to close out the match here on his break. If he doesn't finish this table on his break to win the match, Errol Cameron will break for the match next. And that will be the last break of the match. He's going to make the 13 ball to the side, and he's got an opening shot on the solids, which the solids are actually spread pretty nice here. And it looks like the 14 ball is just out of the way of the 8 ball, so he's got a clear go ahead here on this rack to close out. Just has to work it out, that's all. 1 ball, I guess, would be one of the concerns that you have here. Other than that, I'm not really too worried about this table. Opening shot gives him multiple angles to work with. Just in the 4 and the 7 right now. Only really has to take care of one of them, but because he's got a decent angle, he might take them both on. All right, so he's got a good angle here now to be able to get into that one, but I'm not sure you really want to move that ball. I feel like you want to just keep everything straight. What I might, I don't know. He doesn't have the right angle here either. But what I might have set up for was to get that 6 ball out of the pocket, because then that opens up another option for the 1 ball and kind of makes it easier for you to kind of play into the shape instead of trying to break it out. Oh, I can't believe you missed that shot. That's going to be a costly mistake.
Yeah, I'm not sure like if he was really prepared to get into this rack because he wasn't expecting to get a chance at the table. One of the things that I like to do when I'm playing is that if my opponent's on the table, even if they're playing good or not, it doesn't matter. I just like to get myself into the game and keep myself into the game. So usually when my opponent's shooting, I'm trying to work out the puzzle and I'm thinking to myself, okay, if he misses the shot, where will the cue ball roughly end up? What would I do from that angle or wherever it's at to be able to figure out how to clear out this table? I was going to get the finish on this one. And this was the problem because, like, if you make the ball on the break, which he did, you're supposed to be able to find a way to close out, and he didn't. So now he's at the mercy of his opponent and his break. If Earl ends up winning this game, he'll be breaking for the match next. So then you're kind of hoping that he comes up dry or scratches, or hopefully he doesn't have much to start with. But he's got a pretty big, powerful break, so your odds are really low that he's going to be able to give you a chance at the table off his break, especially if he makes a ball. Interesting how this match turned here because Larry was supposed to close out with a 7-5 score. Now he's starting to think, well, I may not even be able to win this match. Well, depending on what his opponent does on this table and what happens off his break on the next table. He's got to play the combo now. I'm assuming that was always the plan. I mean, it's not that too difficult of a combo because the distance between both balls isn't that much. It's pretty close. The further the distance between both balls, the harder the combo becomes. And then if there's a cut involved, that makes it even tougher to get the finish on it or to get the right contact for the combo. Out of the nowhere, he fights back. Just the 8 ball remaining to tie up the match at Hill Hill. He'll make it. And we got our second Hill Hill battle of the day. It's time to get this going. Last rack of the match. Hill Hill. Earl Cameron to break for the match. Now, the one thing you don't want to do on the last rack is to, 1, do a big break, come up dry. 2, big break, lose the cue ball and scratch. That's the 2 things you don't want to do. We'll see how he deals with this off his break. Moment of truth. Here we go. It's the final rack, rack number 13. Earl Cameron to break for the match. He's going to make a ball. He's going to make a couple. He's going to get a decent spread here, too, which you normally don't see that in a Hill Hill battle. Usually there's a grind out. You got to play some safeties, that kind of stuff. This is actually pretty decent. He's got a real good chance here to close out. Just a matter of choice. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this table. I actually like low wall better, but
Eyeball is not too bad. Two things about that shot. One, it was helping him to be somewhat safe. And two, he's sending a message to his opponent that he's here to close out this rack now. And you gotta come through on it, man. If you don't, you're gonna regret it. Han Solo, man, I miss all your comments. Don't erase your comments, bro. Unless they're bad comments, that's a different story, man. Catch You Lacking says, can't wait to see John Fleury play tomorrow. 8-ball. 8-ball crew going for gold. Fleury is deadly. Is this Fleury on there commenting? Yeah, he's a good player, man. For sure he is. I agree. Tucked himself up against the 8-ball. Took away a lot of good opportunity there because of that. I see him point to the top right corner, so I'm assuming he's going to try to cut this 5-ball down to the top right. It almost worked out. He blocked the pocket, so I guess it kind of worked out. So Larry Hunter with a chance to close now. This is to be guaranteed no less than second place. Oh, he's found the finish line. All he's got to do is just get down for that 15 ball, and it's over. Almost came up short on it, man. He barely got on it. He's on a full stretch here. If you're a right-handed player, not a problem. If you're a left-handed player, you're either reaching for a reach or an extension, or you're just going to stretch over it. Looks like he's got an extension. That's what he's attached to his cue. Lost the cue ball a little bit. It's deep into the pocket, but the shot on the 8-ball is still available. The match is over. Congratulations to Mr. Larry Hunter. He's going to be guaranteed no less than second place now. We'll make it official on the scoreboard. And we'll give him a nice little cheer for that one. And let's not forget about Earl, who played an amazing game here in the A-side final. All right, and so now I got to find out what's up, because I don't think I have any other matches until this B-side match is done. So I'm not sure. I might stop this, come back with the B final, and then the championship match. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't really want to stop it, but I will figure it out. I'll be right back.
All right, so I only have one other match going right now, and it's pretty far away. Not sure what to do here. Yeah, it's pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the stream and come back with B-side semi, B-side final, and championship match. How you doing, Kelly Hool? Says hi, Rod. You show him, Farrell. Hello, Vance. You there? I haven't seen Vance. Or you mean on the stream? All right, so I'm gonna stop this. These guys are probably gonna battle for a good 30 minutes, probably still. I'll be back with another stream shortly. All right. It'll be the B-side semi, number 2, the B-side final, and then the championship match. Those are the 3 matches remaining after the one that's playing right now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for sharing the stream if you did. When you guys like the stream on my personal Facebook page, you're like amazing, you know, because that's for myself, right? So the Facebook algorithm helps deliver more streaming to other people that normally don't tune in to watch this kind of stream, just because you guys like the stream on my personal page and just because you guys shared the stream on our personal page. So thank you to anybody that did do that. If you didn't, you could always do it in the future. Tomorrow will be an interesting day. I'm assuming that I'm probably going to start off streaming on CUESPORTS Live, but then eventually I'm going to have to switch over to my own personal page. So make sure you guys, you know, add me on Facebook or follow me on Facebook at the very least so you can, you know, find me. That way you can find the streams for these good matches that will be going on throughout today and tomorrow, or sorry, throughout tomorrow and Sunday. You can find me on Facebook under Rod Arriagada, CUESPORTS Live, one word, then Manitoba. And the picture is just my profile pic, so you know that you found the right person, right? And if you're looking to follow on YouTube or subscribe on YouTube, even better, you can find me under Rod Arriagada /CSL Manitoba. Subscriptions on YouTube help me way more than anything on Facebook, just so you know. And if you want me to cover an event for you, message me, whether it's pool, elections, community meetings, whatever it is that you want. Rod Arriagada at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. I promise you, you'll not regret it. I do everything with my heart on my sleeve. And if you want to support my work, you can do so via PayPal or e-transfer at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. All right, so let's call it pause for now. We'll come back with part 3 of the day, which will be the 3 most important matches, probably the B-side semifinal, B-side final, and championship match. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Cheers. Oh, wait, I should go out the way I usually go, right? Yeah, let's get back into the groove, baby. The last highlight. Perfect little finish. Let's see it again. I didn't think he could see enough to cut it, but he hit it perfectly. And then the cue ball forced his way through that 15 ball to get onto the 8. That was nice. LIVESTREAM wisdom. The more you sweat in practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. That's my way of reminding you guys the importance of the dedication of each player in their own craft. So the more you sweat in practice, basically that means like the harder you work at the table while you're practicing, the less you will lose in battle. That's basically what they're saying, the less you bleed in battle. The way I like to say it is that just try your best, you know, go to the pool hall, go work on your game. On the days that you don't feel like going, just make the effort to go. There's going to be days that no matter how much, how much you try to force a way through to get onto that table, there's days where you just don't want to. And those are okay. Like, you're allowed to have those days too. Don't worry. It doesn't have to be discipline every day. And those days, if you really want to train and you're not feeling like training, then just watch some good streams, right? Watch some streams, figure out the patterns of the players, what they're playing at the table, what you would do next. Get yourself into the game and then see how they play the table. And that alone is going to help you stay mentally attached to the game. So it's just like practice anyway. Because the reality is that, like, the brain doesn't know whether or not you're playing pool. It has no idea. All it knows is that pool's going on and you play pool. So, like, obviously you're playing pool. But you're just watching pool. And so if you go through the process of, like, what's going on, the thought process and all that stuff, I don't know. It simulates like as if you're really, really there because, like I said, your brain doesn't know any better. So your brain is technically working the puzzle as if it's on the table and it's figuring things out. And the only thing that's missing out of that is the emotional aspect of the game when you're shooting, or the pressure or the anxiousness, or, you know, the increase on your heart rate as you're getting into like that nice, beautiful run out or whatever, right? Just try to learn from it, because honestly, it's going to be the difference between being a great player and just being an average player. And I mean, there's lots of average players out there, so you're going to blend in with everyone. But most people that play, especially competitively, they want to be one of the best. And being one of the best requires you putting in those efforts, especially on the days that you don't want to. So just make the effort, wake up every day. You know, an hour here, maybe 2 hours the next day if you're feeling in the mood. On the days you're not feeling so good, just go to the pool house, shoot a few racks, man. You know, you don't have to like work on anything. Just get the stroke going, so that way you're constantly on the flow and constantly being able to compete. Find the champion within. The only way you can do it is by working hard on the table. That's what the message is here. The more you sweat in practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. And all right, well, we're not going to do that. We're going to be back shortly, so let's not do that. We will be back with another stream shortly. About 20 minutes, I'm thinking. Maybe half hour. I have no idea how deep they are into this match. It might be just the first rack. And one player's going race to 6, the other one's going race to 5. So it could be a little while. But, you know, you have enough time to go check out something else. And you'll get the notification if you followed me either on Facebook or on YouTube that I'm going live with the next stream. You're not going to want to miss the action. I'm telling you, it's going to be some pretty good battles. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.